So, each of my cars have a little bit of problems. Let's go and fix them. So, I do not like this bar. Good thing on AliExpress, they also had these. So I can have actual struts to hold up my hood. So you're basically removing this bolt on the fender and putting the bottom part there. And then taking the top part here and pulling the hood bolt out, putting this underneath, and then putting the hood bolt back. So you don't have to use the little arm anymore. So to remove the bolt on the fender, you're going to need a 10. And the one you're going to replace it with is a 12. Along with the one holding on the hood, it is also a 12. Well, this is not ideal, but I gotta hold it up with my head to get it high enough. And now my drill's on the ground. No. That's out. That's not the way I want it. Fantastic. Put this back on. So I can do the other side now. Now I do the same thing again. Start the threads by hand so they don't get stripped. And now to put the bottom of it on. That's not ideal. It closes. Now let's open it. I was expecting it to pop open on itself after I released the lever down there, but it needed a little bit of help. I mean, it's holding it up by itself without using the little arm, but it just doesn't have enough power to stay open. That's a win, man, or lose, I guess. On to the next vehicle. Actually, before we go to the next vehicle, I forgot to mention I got the exhaust patched so it doesn't sound like it's a very cheap car. Very nice. You could hear the stock exhaust in all its glory. Okay, now to the next car. On to the next vehicle. So my 2001 Chevy Silverado. The key fob you can actually see is a little bit worn out. It's a stock key. Came with the truck when it was new. Luckily on AliExpress, they had a brand new one that cost $1 compared to AutoZone and Advance Auto had them for $10, $15 for just a housing. Like, really? I can get this for $1? I have to wait a week, but still got it for $1. Okay, next up on the truck is getting rid of all the leftover window visor goo on this side and getting rid of whatever's left of these smashed ones on this side. Also getting these cones out the bed. Don't really need those, they're free, just got them. Because who doesn't need cones? Of course I'm gonna film myself taking the cones out and put them in the garage. Gotta reach that 8 minutes if I want YouTube advertisements. Now it's heat gun time. I'm actually gonna start off with Goo Gone before I go and use the heat gun, because probably can get it off with this. I'm not really worried about the paint. It's a work truck. It hauls shit. It's what it does. Does not need to look nice. Except for the next thing, which I want to be doing after this, which is replacing this mirror. Because I want matching mirrors. So while I wait for this to soak in, I guess I'm going to replace the mirror. So I get a lot of parts from carparts.com. That's where I got this mirror. I say this mirror because it's supposed to be a pair. But they went and just told me, oh, we don't have it in stock, after I paid for it. And they told me it was in stock. Like, what the hell? I don't understand how you can tell me it's in stock and then ship it. But then, all of a sudden, it's not in stock. Don't make sense to me. Took the time to go and say, yeah, it's there. Beforehand. Suddenly, it's not. Whatever. It's 310 mils. I should probably unplug this. Cool. Oh. Hello, Black Mirror. So I got two black mirrors. Just two different kinds of black mirrors. The other side, it's black, but it's just this material. It's not got that gloss piece. Whatever, I do not give a shit. Better than having chrome. I didn't think this through. I didn't think that through. Gotta come around and then redo it. What's wrong? Thank you. You're fucking kidding me. Drop it into the door. Don't eat it. 2 is enough. Two's enough. You don't need 3. 3's optional. Who needs it? Who needs it? Is it bad? Can you open up? Nope, that's too far. What? Okay, it stays like that. It's fine. There, you're plugged in. Your foam is back in. Cool. Now to see if this goopy gun will come off. And this adhesive's not coming off. Time to get a plastic scraper. Couldn't find any plastic razors, so rubber wheel it is. Guess I could have heated it up too. That might help. Well, after getting a whole bunch of crap in my eye, I got me some glasses on. And I got this side done. So now it's covered in the rubber. And it's pretty dark out, so I guess I'll do the other side tomorrow. Unless I get the urge to do it right now, which I probably will. A quick editor's note. I don't have this truck anymore, I sold it. So if you want to see what the other side looked like, because I can't find the footage, I guess just mirror this image and you can see what it looked like if I was doing the other side. Cool, on to the next car. Well, I'm gonna finally do some work on my Soarer. First thing, I gotta replace the battery. Dead. Got the battery out, and I'll be driving my Corolla to the auto parts store, but it's a little dirty, so I guess I'll be washing that too. Alright, here's some before shots. Yeah, a little dirty. And I got carried away and ended up staying here for about an hour. But the car's clean. The tire shine, got all the mud off. All the mud is up in the liner. It's a little dirty when you drive through back roads in West Virginia. Now it's time to get the battery. Well, they wouldn't accept the warranty right away, so they gotta charge it for an hour. So I basically gotta wait. See if the battery's completely dead, or if they can just recharge it. So, things I gotta do to the car. Front left ABS sensor is bad. It's been bad since I got the car done with the wrap and the body kit. Finally getting around to getting that done. Which will make the ABS light go away, and the traction control come back. Next, just fix the radio. But the bracket that holds it up, it's fallen down. And then replace these vents. I can find some in Japan that are broken, like this one. And the first thing that I also did was fix this door. The door, but the arm itself, it was clicking really bad. Now it's just a small click. Moved it up with WD-40. Then I got to put the seatbelt back up here because that's missing. And then one of the little plastic knobs up here, that's missing. And then put in the seatbelt buckles. This is the wrong one. It clicks, but it doesn't have the same plug that I need. So I gotta find those for both the fronts and then raise the car up a little bit so it's more drivable and change the suspension setting so it's softer. Then I should be good to drive wherever. That is if it doesn't sell beforehand. Let's start with the easiest bit first. So the piece that's missing up here is one of these, which luckily I got a whole container with a whole bunch of them. So that's done. Now it's the seatbelt. But before I do that, I gotta get all the junk out the back. Here I am trying to figure this out when I don't have the bolt out yet. I gotta go find my bolt. Got the bolt. It's out of a GS 300 or an LS 400. Forget which one. Hopefully it's the same. It looks similar. Huh. Well, that's not the bolt. It's too short. Well, on to the next thing, I guess. So that'll require me to take the rear seats out because I need to get to the coilovers. Okay, so move these middle plastic pieces. If I remember how. I don't remember how. I think I just broke something. Yeah, let's just start with this first. Nah, I didn't break it. This gives me a chance to re-vacuum this. Oh God. My brittle bones at the age of 24. Okay. Where are they at? Where's the shock tower? Really gotta get that too? Okay. Well, I forgot to hit record, but I changed the dampening and put all the top pieces back in. So now I gotta go and raise the car. Alright, got the seats back in. Now to raise the suspension. Well, got the rear lifted. And forgot to film again. But these two bolts hold on the underpiece for the bumper. They came loose, so I tightened them up. Now it's no longer rattling against the exhaust. You can get a better look at the Megan Racing parts I got. And kinda the ones up there. It's a little dirty. I don't drive this that often. Now to just the right height on the rears. clean these wheels off while I'm at it. Dirty. Yeah. That's why you don't buy cheap lug nuts. It's only been a year or two. They're rusting. It's a good thing I have another set of crappy lug nuts. Now, if it was high quality steel, like it says on the box, why would it go from that to that in 2 years? And it was garage kept for 2 years. Who knows? Well, let me get the other wheel off on the other side so I can clean these up. Get rid of the staining. So, I got the new lug nuts on, cleaned up the wheels, and took off this spacer. So now, there's no more rubbing. Well, got the front lugs changed. And I got it washed. I also got someone coming to buy it today. So this will be the last video you see of it. Yeah, I saw the car. Dude backed out, didn't want to pay enough money on top of the trade. So it's still available. If someone wants to buy it. You've probably seen it on Facebook Market. It's everywhere. Alright, back to the video. So, after I went to the car wash, I met the guy who was looking to buy my car and trade cars. There was a couple things I needed to get fixed before he would like to buy the car. The traction control ABS wire, it was a little bit broken. And by a little bit, I mean very broken, as this part that actually sits inside was broken off. Hence the needle nose pliers and the exposed copper. So after I get that fixed, and the alignment, because it's a little bit wobbly at high speeds, and the rear right taillight wires, this should be good to go. So tomorrow I'll be driving down to Kentucky and picking up parts from a part out. Hopefully the 2JZ sensor is the same as the 1JZ, because I have nowhere else to turn. So, got both taillights working now. Well, turn signals. It was one of these yellow and green wires right here where it's disconnected in the loom, so it's stopped all of them from working. But now, other than alignment, the only thing that's left is the speed sensor in the front. It's currently midnight. I just got the sensor off the SC300 put on, ABS speed sensor. Oh man. Woo. Didn't hold it for too long. Looky here. System check. Check and no fucking problems. Overdrive off. Overdrive off. Can't do anything about airbag. I don't have an airbag. All I gotta do is alignment now. Oh. Steering is aligned, but there still is the warning light for the bulb I have to replace.